Listening to Democracy Now! And we're talking to Steve Earle, the three-time Grammy-award winner. He's a musician, an actor, an author, an activist, and he's just come out with a new album and a novel by the same name, which is I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive. And we're going to talk about the novel in a moment and also about his death penalty activism. Steve, I can't think of anything else to say, so you're going to have to finish.
I'm sitting as fast as I can. So this is the folk singer thing. You talk and tune, which means you don't do all that great a good job of talking and all that great a job of tuning. That was pretty. I actually just impressed myself. I did that faster than I thought I could. Allison Moore and I have been married for 6 years, and the entire time we've been together, we have toured together, and which meant that I've done it the other way, been married and been gone a lot, and it's makes it virtually impossible to sustain any kind of relationship. And so we've toured together, been lucky enough to be able to do that until we have a year-old son now, and which meant when Towns was out, that I had to do that tour by myself. So John Henry, as in a friend of mine said, you named him John Henry? He said after the song, and I said it was actually David Korn. He said, and I said, yeah. It's like, he said, but in the song he dies, right? And I said, yeah, but he dies with his hammer in his hand. And he goes, yeah, but he dies. And I said, with his hammer in his hand. Perfectly good name for a folk singer's kid, I think. Almost there.
So just reminding people that this is live radio and television. This is a live broadcast.
And this is what happens when you're lonesome in the wilds of East Anglia, because Allison was a little bit too pregnant to tour by the time the Towns tour came along. I discovered I wasn't used to it anymore. See? Sorry. I love you with all my heart, all my soul, every part of me. It's all I can do to mark where you start and where I end, you see. I've lived along in my travails, I left a trail of tears behind me. Been in love so many times, didn't think this kind would ever find me. I love you with everything, all my weakness, all my strength. I can't promise anything except that my last breath will bear your name. And when I'm gone, they'll sing a song about a lonely fool who wandered around the world and back again, but in the end he finally found her. I love you with all my heart, all my soul, every part of me. I'll spin until the end, and then I wonder if we should get another chance. Could I have that dance forever under a double moon and scarlet stars shining down on where you are? I love you with all my heart, all my soul,
Steve Earle, from his new CD, Every Part of Me. This CD is called I'll Never Get Out of the World Alive. Steve, we only have, well, less than a minute that we're going to continue after the show, and we'll post it online and play it next week on Democracy Now! The death of your dad, dealing with it.
Well, I mean, my dad died 3 years ago. I was producing a record on Joan Baez at the time, and Joan showed up, you know, with 8 songs, and I brought some songs. She said, I don't want to learn any of those. I've learned all these songs. And I said, 8's not enough for a record. And she said, well, no, I want you to write the rest of them. And we were recording in Tennessee. My dad lived in Tennessee. And he was in and out of the hospital 2 or 3 times. And then right after we finished recording basic tracks for the record, we lost him. And it was tough. It was tough for my family.
We've got 10 seconds in this.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things. When the generation before you passes on, you realize you're next. And it had a lot to do with this book that I've written and this record. And
we're going to talk about the book as well as more about the CD in the second part of our interview. We're going to post it at democracynow.org. Steve Earle, musician, actor, author, and activist, thanks for being with us. I'm Amy Goodman-Otwine.